Rick and Ellen Orthwine already had an awesome backyard. With 150 acres of trails to explore, horse stables, and even a private 9-hole golf course and driving range. So when it came time to freshen up their old pool a bit, they took a leap of faith in a builder who promised them something magical. But neither one expected a project so enormous, even their friends couldn't wrap their heads around it.
They thought we were crazy.
The Orthwines live in a suburb of Oklahoma City. When they decided to upgrade their modest pool, they called in Kelly Caviness, who designs and builds swimming pools, and it escalated from there.
He pulled out a large piece of paper, and he just started drawing. He goes, "Here's my idea," and literally sketched it in front of us.
And he said, "You guys are going to think I'm crazy."
Kelly raised the bar big time, urging them to picture a colossal waterfall next to their pond that was a quarter-mile from the house.
And we started laughing, actually, because we thought, there is no way this could be built.
Usually it's the homeowner pushing the epic ideas, but this time, Rick and Ellen let Kelly take the ball and run with it.
They really turned us loose. I'm stunned by that. I have to stop and go, wow, okay, that sounds kind of crazy, because we don't get that often.
Kelly started by building a 65-foot-long retaining wall to support what would eventually become the waterfall and a mountain of boulders. Rick and Ellen started second-guessing Kelly the minute the wall went up.
It just kind of stuck up there. It didn't look natural. That was my concern, but Kelly kept telling us to trust him.
So they did, even as Kelly partially drained the pond to shore up the foundation, and for good reason.
The waterfall on the lake has approximately 300 tons of boulders.
That's 600,000 pounds of sandstone, about the weight of a 747 jet, trucked in from a quarry more than 2.5 hours away. Kelly quickly took on the next challenge: how to get the water running over the falls. He added 4 7-horsepower electric motors to pump water out of the pond at a rate of 2,800 gallons a minute. That's 4 million gallons a day. And just like those pumps, Kelly's imagination was in overdrive.
The waterfall itself took about 4 months, but he goes, "I really have a great idea for your pool, and if you just give me the chance to do it." And I said, "We will, after we
Recover from building the waterfall.
recover from building the waterfall."
That's a lot to recover from. The total cost of the massive waterfall? $600,000. 3 years after finishing the waterfall, Rick began dreaming of a pool that could do it justice. Kelly quickly returned with a backhoe and jackhammers.
Yeah, we literally came in here with machinery and just took it out. Jackhammered, air chisels, dump trucks, and got it all out of here. And then we started from scratch.
No surprise, Rick and Ellen decided to go big. So Kelly doubled the size of the pool, put in a rock diving board, and while he was at it, he decided to build, you guessed it, another waterfall. Kelly needed a way to recycle all that water. So he carved out a stream bed, lined it with steel-reinforced concrete, and more rocks. Just as Rick and Ellen were ready to take the plunge into their new pool, Kelly had one more crazy idea to float.
Kelly had the idea of a swim-up bar inside of a cave/grotto. He has built smaller caves and grottos, but this was going to be the largest.
And so in the design of this, I thought, how cool would it be to have a dry area? I mean, totally dry. Like you could go, like you're dressed up to go out and go in this and then talk to people that are like totally submerged in water.
This time, Rick and Ellen really thought Kelly had gone off the deep end.
We laughed at first.
Because they think I've lost my mind.
Well, I didn't want it to look like the Flintstones, like bedrock.
Kelly needed at least 800 square feet for his grotto, and because there was no way to stack a roof of boulders over something that big, he built it out of steel and concrete. And that's when Rick and Ellen finally freaked out.
Looking out, I thought, oh, wow, did we just make a mistake?
And the color.
And the color.
Because it's concrete gray. And I was very concerned, going, this may not work. I'd hate to tear all this out.
But Kelly had a plan. gives cement a rocky-like surface.
You're stamping it with impressions to make real boulders, and then you have to acid color it after that to make it look real, which takes forever, it seems like.
Now, it's almost impossible to spot where the real boulders stop, and Kelly's treated concrete begins.
That's when it all came together.
But Kelly had a few more surprises to add to this fantasy pool. Special effects, like misty volcano smoke seeping from the boulders, and at night, a rockin' light show that's programmed and controlled remotely.
There's over 24 million different color combinations with this system.
It was picture perfect, or was it?
Once the project was finished, the pool got a lot of use, and people are having to hike to the house to use the restroom. And they thought, wow, we really probably need an outdoor restroom.
It was kind of an afterthought going, oops, we forgot.
This time, it was Rick who came up with the crazy idea. Add the bathroom to the grotto by digging yet another hole and breaking through the wall. Easier said than done.
It was literally chop saws, jackhammers, cutting through steel. It was like breaking out of a prison cell or something. I mean, literally, it was 3 feet thick.
The results are stunning. A sunken bathroom with rugged finishes and even a stone sink. Now that it's all complete, Rick and Ellen say swimming next to a waterfall and into a cool grotto is so much more than they ever imagined.
I was in awe and very impressed with the final product.
We've had a lot of people come out here and they can't believe they're in Oklahoma. It's like heaven.